Hey, welcome. This is Rick with the Blessed to Teach show here and the creator of the Cultural Impact System. We're going to be talking about going from a frustrated spectator to a respected impactor, right? So, I think sure I've advertised it enough to let everybody know that this is the last day. The cart closes at 11:59 p.m. EST, and then we'll be starting the class tomorrow. For those of you who joined me, I'm so excited about this next class starting tomorrow morning. I wanted to have this as a good time to actually go through a Q&A for any questions that you might have about anything to do with about becoming an impactor, or the cultural impact system, or why I'm doing it in the future, etc. I've got a little 6-minute video I'll play on Tammy. For those of you who may have missed it, one of the foundational members who answered some of her questions of why she did this. And then we'll play probably my video from about a 13-minute video to kind of really give the heart of why I'm doing this. And I'll be on actually texting you guys about answering any questions you have. At the end, we'll answer any more questions, and then we'll wrap her up. I would guess this would be a little over half hour. But I love to see people coming on. I got to see Georgia from Washington and Caffeine Addict. Thank you so much for being here, Sonia. Harvey, Jerry, Kelly, thank you. Yes, we do need to play. We need to pray for Phil McConnell for sure. A lot going on. I'll probably be on tomorrow night. Maybe taking the night off. I'm gonna go look to see the news and see if I have enough time to prepare. It's been a really busy day, and I'm working on a huge project at work. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to go live tonight or not. I'll try though. But here, this is all about. Hi from Arizona. I see. Hi from Maryland. We got good evening y'all from Eldon. It says, where am I? Action Jackson says, you're in the Blessed Teach show. But again, this is a special episode. It's the last time I talk for a long time about the cultural impact system, because I'm starting a new class with a bunch of people that have joined me starting tomorrow morning. And the cart closes tonight. And so if you have any questions about this at all, you can answer them now. I'm going to play a quick video though right here to start out with of Tammy Bond Campbell, who was kind enough to come on during the webinar and just talk about her experience in the cultural impact system. And this is her right here. I'll get myself out of the way as I expand her. Let me start this, and I will play this full screen. I'll be texting with you guys online. Here we go. How come it's not going? Come on, puppy. Play. There it goes. Hopefully that's going to work. For some reason it's buffering and not playing for me right now. This is on, it's interesting that this is on I might have to move it over to a different window, because this is supposed to be playing right from, but it's not playing. Interesting stuff. I always have those little quirks when you're trying to do something new. I'm going to go back to my other browser, which seems to be the trusty old browser. This is my, so I use 3 browsers quite a bit because it logs me into different times with all my accounts, etc. So
Tammy
anyway,
Bond Campbell,
here it is.
Talk and tell people where you're from.
Hi, good evening, Rick and Rob. My name is Tammy, and I am from Northern California. If some are familiar with Sacramento, so I'm in between Sacramento and Tahoe.
All right. Hey, with that, I'm going to get out of the way just for 5 or 6 minutes for Tammy to tell her story and Rob to kind of interview her. So I'm going to shut up and go ahead, Rob.
Great. So, Tammy, thank you so much for coming on. It's great to have you.
Thank you so much.
Live in a beautiful part of the world. But,
definitely. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I love it over there. I know one of the things people are, when you look at something like this, you're hesitant, right? And so, what was your biggest, concern or objection that you had before you signed up?
I was very worried about the level of commitment. I, have a job, and sometimes, it consists of long hours, and I was worried that I might bite off more than I can chew and overcommit and then feel like maybe I couldn't follow through, which I don't want to ever do. So that
Right.
was probably my biggest skepticism is, how much am I biting off here?
Yeah, that makes total sense. I think we're all in that kind of similar boat, right? We all have busy
Mhm.
lives, but how did that perception, change after joining the program?
Well, I mean, I can't express enough how relieved I was when I got into the culture impact system and began to understand more about what this program entails. And I realized this is amazing because there's not that much time commitment in long spans of time. We would have our meetings with Rick, and there was a wonderful study material that was very visually pleasing to the eye, very colorful, very easy to understand, and the time commitment was negligible. It was easy to do, and I did not feel overwhelmed or burdened by the volume.
Nice, nice. Can you give us one, specific tactic or tip or example from what you did learn, what you took away from it?
Well, I do. I have the assessment big test that we took to help understand our personality types and our
Yeah,
spiritual
yeah.
gifts. I really enjoyed. And working through those assessments, the question and answers were very true to how I am as a person.
Right.
The end results were, pretty spot on. And I realized something that I did not expect. Not only did I learn through this culture impact system more about myself and how I interact in a group and how I can be of most help within a small team, I learned that within my current job, I work amongst a lot of sharks. And
Ah,
I was always, trying to be a shark, and I would really be hard on myself if I felt short of maybe something that a shark was doing so easy. And I wanted to be a shark. I wanted to be successful and accomplish what they were accomplishing and think like they were thinking and be like they were being. And when I wasn't able to, in my eyes, live up to that, of course, I was hard on myself. But after taking this course, that has gone away and I am
yes.
free. And the reason I'm free is because I'm an urchin. I may have some shark tendencies,
Right.
but I am an urchin, and it makes 100% sense now why I think the way I do, how
Yeah.
I interact. And the great news is we're all valuable. That's the beauty of these small teams. You need a shark, you need an urchin, you need a whale, you need a dolphin. You need to have all of those characteristics within your small team because everyone has gifts, everyone has talents, and it really helped me come into what God has given me as my gift, which is I'm an urchin and I like to help people.
Nice. That's
So that
fantastic.
it brought a lot of freedom to me personally and professionally.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. That's super, super cool.
Yeah.
What would you say to someone who's, on the fence of joining, say, sounds good, but what would you say to them?
Well, I would say if it's on your heart to join this culture impact system, I would say that is the prompting, and it's a good prompting, and we have nothing to lose. I can tell you from personal experience that this course has brought me more revelation, like I mentioned, in my personal life and in my business life. And I really feel like I'm on a mission now to make an impact in this culture. And I wouldn't have had that opportunity. I wouldn't have had that direction. I wouldn't have had the knowledge had I not joined this course. And we were able to um, join a small team called the Truth Connectors. I've met wonderful people, which you'll meet if you join this program. You'll meet other wonderful people who you'll connect with. You'll get into small groups and you'll form teams and you'll each pick your mountain. And that's the other good news. You're all have the same mountain that you're going to focus on. So you're not going all over the place trying to, figure out where you're going to, you know, move forward. You're all in tune and aligned on one area. So
Nice.
for the truth connectors, we're aligned on the spiritual mountain, and we are just gelling together as a team. We're learning each other, and we're really making progress every week on how to bring the word of God to the people around us, show what it's like to have that one-on-one relationship with Jesus, And
I know.
I just can't be more thankful and more appreciative.
That's so awesome. Thank you so much for taking your time. I know it's important to you, but just to share the value you've gained from the program and what the changes that you've seen is just awesome. So thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome. And I just want to say one last thing on why someone, if they're on the fence, a little bit more about this program and the benefit. I can personally vouch about the benefit that Rick is bringing to us through this program. The wonderful company that I work for is adopting the agile process across the whole company, and I can tell you it is thousands of dollars. So have an opportunity to learn the same information and be able to utilize it in the area that I am most passionate about is more valuable than like I said, personally, business relation wise, and monetarily, because it is very expensive out there. But here, it's just a great value.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing. Nice to meet you.
Yes, you too. Thank you.
All right, hey, thank you so much, Tammy. That was so awesome. I'm gonna let Tammy and Rob go. I know Rob's going to get to a church thing tonight, and Rob, thanks a ton for being here doing this.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Tammy. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was so fun to meet different what I call red-pilled Christian patriots, right? In the.
Yeah, so that was me at the webinar with Tammy. She was so awesome, and Rob did a service of interviewing her. That was just thank him as well. There's so many awesome people helping out, and I just really appreciate it. And I'm so excited to start in this class tomorrow. Again, the cart is open right now. That it closes at midnight at 11:59 p.m. EST. So if you have any realms of getting started, again, you need to make a decision tonight. And we're holding the webinar pricing, which is $200 off of it, as well as the bonus of a T-shirt. The T-shirt will have. Let me show you that IMPACTOR. Let me see if I can find this real quick. I got too many screens going on here as I'm trying to flip things around. But the IMPACTOR, so CIS is on the front. It says a little small thing right here, and then the back it's got a bigger IMPACTOR thing, which is the IMPACTOR deal, which I had up here, and it is hiding. There it is. So I have to kind of now change it to my display, right? So that is the top will be here, the front of the shirt will be here, and that'll be the back of the shirt. $200 discount to get started. And then also you have the most important part probably is the how to survive the holidays with your crazy family, right? It's a real serious topic about how to understand personality types really quickly of your family and friends, your children, and be able to adjust your style to bond with them better, adjust your style to their personality type, to actually, after you bond and listen to them, actually be able to share things with them better, such as red pill information, right? The truth of the world. Bond some more, adjusting your style according to the personality type, and then also be able to share faith and get them to know God. Those are the type of things. Because when I interviewed you guys, I heard real specifically and surveyed you guys about what you were struggling with the spiritual fog and people not being able to talk about God anymore. You're struggling with trying to wake people up and they're not listening and being disrespected. Some people literally felt the truth brought them loneliness because they're unequally yoked with their friends and family. And then also just people that wanted to protect their children and get them to know God. So those are the things that we incorporated in this to become an impactor without being disrespected, breaking through that fog, being able to adjust our personality types to the loved ones around us, but also to do that as part of a team with other connectors. So you're not lonely and you support each other and you learn more, and then you learn how to adjust your style, not only personally, but also as we pull together teams to go take on Soros and really make a difference. So with that, I'm just going to play again. And if you have any questions about this at all, the first thing is it's now.impactornow.com is where this will be, and so now.impactculturenow.com, I said it wrong the first time, didn't I? It's on the screen right now. now.impactculturenow.com. I'm going to flip over now just to the little 13, 14-minute video that really that just shows my passion. And that way I can type, if you guys have any questions to me online, you can play that. You can play this. But if I just go to, and you can find this as well, just going to my channel, and you'll see a video there that says, "What is motivating Rick? How can he help you?" This is what my love is. I don't even want to help people in the United States. I want to help people overseas. So if you're from all the people that listen to me from New Zealand and Canada and Australia, I eventually want to go on the road, not only to on physical stages. I want to go to eventually North Korea and Iran, right? Once the Great Awakening hits them, I want to really be helping people really get involved in their country and be able to break through that spiritual fog that we're talking about, to be able to really allow to adjust your style to be effective and be part of small teams supporting each other to do amazing things. That's really what my love and joy will be.
You need to get back to the hospital.
So I'm going to back that up. Sorry about that. Here we go.
I got the call. Your mom has gone into septic shock and you need to get back to the hospital. Me and my dad and my brothers left the restaurant in Guadalajara, Mexico, and returned to the hospital across the street. See, my mom and dad had retired down in Mexico 8 years earlier and earned the right to free health care in Mexico. The last 3 weeks had been hell as we continued to experience misdiagnosis after misdiagnosis. And after they finally admitted her to the hospital, they didn't even have enough x-ray machines at the time that we needed them. And then after they determined she needed surgery, they didn't even have enough surgeons to conduct the surgery when we needed. So instead, we had to watch my mom's pancreas poison herself from the inside. When we finally got the surgery, we were relieved and went to the restaurant thinking she just might make it. But instead, she passed away a few days after I got that phone call. This is when I realized that free healthcare, Medicare for all, is actually rationed healthcare and does not work. But now we see the deep state in the U.S. not only want to take control of our healthcare, they also want to control academia to push socialism. They also control the media and Hollywood and much of the government. And they are now teaching our children, our friends, and we the people that what wrong is right and what right is wrong as the culture and the world continues to go in a downward spiral. So I decided to fight back against this fake news media, and I started a YouTube channel called Blessed to Teach, really to help teach truth versus lies. And after a few months, one of my videos got over 250,000 views, and the channel quickly grew to over 60,000 subscribers of primarily Christian patriots. I started learning of the struggles from my subscribers, and I learned they were frustrated with culture. Specifically, they were frustrated with the attacks on the family. They felt they couldn't protect their children from all the lies and really helping them know God. They were frustrated with the spiritual fog where people have forgotten God and you can't even discuss God or Satan. They were frustrated with the inability to awaken others to the truth of the world and felt disrespected and sometimes even lonely. After hearing so much frustration and so many heartbreaking stories from these Christian patriots, I knew God was calling me to something bigger, something much bigger. So I created the Cultural Impact System. My name is Rick, and I believe in the power of one person working in this system can have massive impact in reversing this ungodly culture. I'm now working with many people just like you to move them from frustrated spectators to powerful impactors that are protecting their children,
destroying the spiritual fog in the society and awakening others to the truth of this world. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to teach you how to do just that. And I'm going to teach you in the three-step process of the cultural impact system. The first thing we do is confirm your passion area and match you up with other Christian patriots in the same passion area. Second, we're going to confirm your team giftings, allowing you to understand your spiritual gifts as well as your personality type and social style. The third thing is we're going to teach you how to execute as an impactor team, working with other Christian patriots on that team. Now, let's get into each of those areas. The first one, again, is to confirm your passion area. Now, everybody says, go work in your passion area. But I say you need to understand how the enemy's attacking all 7 mountains of cultural influence to understand what your true passion area is. Because you're going to need to understand how we're going to counteract it. And then you need to be teamed up with other people and meet other Christian patriots in that same passion area. Without that, trying to just find a passion area without understanding that is not going to work. That's why this works so beautifully. You can make big progress now with the free PDF at frustratedwithculture.com. Again, that's frustratedwithculture.com. You can go see the free PDF if I have available. That'll show you what the 7 mountains of cultural influence are and how the enemy's attacking it. In the course, we're going to go much deeper. And you actually have an assessment to nail it down. And you're going to be in the impactor community with other Christian patriots to really team up with them. So that's all there is on confirm your passion area. Secondly, we're going to go to confirm your team giftings. And this is where you're going to understand what your spiritual gifts are and what your personality type and social style is. And many people think about this absolutely wrong. I'll tell you how you should be thinking about it. You should be thinking about it, not only understanding your gifts and your personality type, but especially others. You need to be able to quickly find out what the personality type of another person is and adjust your style toward that. That'll help you so much in your personal life as well as in your professional life. An example would be Tammy Bond Campbell, who thought she was the wrong personality type. And when she learned what she was, she could own it. It gave her freedom to realize her personality type was this and that she could adjust to work with other personality types. It was absolutely transformational for her in her personal life and then, in her business life there. And now she's using it for her personal life to help bond better with her family and be less disrespected when she's talking about difficult topics. And Gage Gibson is another guy who didn't even know what his passion area was. And he was able to actually understand that his real passion area was business. And then use this personality type and his spiritual giftings and know what he needed to do to make that become a reality and meeting other Christian patriots with that same passion. But personality type, the way you need to think about it is how do I not only understand me, but how do I quickly understand others so I can bond. I can do things like share the Lord with others, and I can obviously do things like share the realities of the world and influence others when I have a team. The third area is actually executing as a team using things like design thinking and agile techniques. And this is where I love to teach. As you know, Blessed to Teach show is about teaching. And one thing I love to teach is design thinking and agile. I'm a certified Scrum Master. It's a $1,200 course I've taken and become certified in that. I'm also a Scaled Agile Framework guy, which is another $1,200 course I took. And there's also a design thinking. You can take a 2-day course in that. It's like over $2,000 to take that. The point is that I will be able to teach you that for a fraction of the cost. And that is one of the big benefits you'll have is once you actually get on a team of other Christian patriots in your same passion with different gifts that can actually execute as a well-balanced team using design thinking to set the outcomes that are human-centered outcomes and then agile to make progress every 2 weeks, it becomes a beautiful thing and we can outperform the sources of the world. We have several teams from the foundational class that we started with Cultural Impact System. We have a Raw Truth Media team that's starting to do research and new videos they're going to do on
the Operation Mockingbird is one of their first agile sprints. And then we have the Truth Connectors team that's doing beautiful things of connecting people that don't understand how to grow in God and breaking through the spiritual fog. These teams are doing great. Now, I wanted to also talk to you about some of the common questions I get. One of the biggest ones I get is, hey, Rick, I love this stuff, but what do I do next? Well, your next step is to register for the 5-week online training course in the Cultural Impact System. So it's not only an online course, you get live group training with me and the other impactors. Again, this all starts Tuesday, November 19th. The cart closes tomorrow night. Depending on when you're watching this, it might be tonight.
It's tonight.
And that would be Monday night, the 18th. The cart closes. So join me, because we want to have all of us together. We only do this 2 or 3 times a year, where we have a class come together so we can take it together as Christian patriots. So whether you've just learned about the evil of the deep state just recently, or whether you've known about the evil for years, or whether you've known about the evil for your entire life, the Cultural Impact System is for you. Now, besides these classes that could run between $2,000 and $8,000 I've been taking to prepare myself, that this price of this course is only $9.97, and you have payment options as well. Now, I know human nature, and that means you will want to procrastinate. But I also know that this program works, and it will help you. So to help you make the right decision, I'm offering an additional set of bonuses right now. If you sign up now, you'll get a 1-hour live group call with me on surviving the holidays with your crazy family. And that really, seriously, it will help you understand that personality type of your family members or your friends, right? Balancing how you bond with them better, adjusting your style to bond better, and then understanding how you can adjust your style to share your faith, to share and help wake them up to the truth. Again, this is perfect before the holidays. We'll finish that right before Thanksgiving. You also get a free Impactor t-shirt. And if you're one of the first 10 to sign up, you get a $200 discount. So we'll drop the price down to only $797. Again, $797, or you can go to the payment options. So picture a day when you are working in your true passion area with other Christian patriots with that same passion. Picture a day when a good friend comes up to you and says, thank you for sharing the truth with me. Picture a day when you and your children look at the culture and it's actually honoring the Constitution. And it's actually honoring our Lord and our God. Go to now.impactculturenow.com and let's become impactors together. I'll leave you with this. I don't want anybody else to lose their mother to rationed healthcare, nor any of your family or friends. And I believe we as impactors can end the downward spiral in all 7 mountains of cultural influence. So let's become impactors together so that we can protect our family and children and help them know God. Let's become impactors together so we can wake up others, our friends and family, to the truth without being disrespected and without feeling lonely. Let's become impactors together to be able to eliminate the spiritual fog so we can share the truth of the gospel with the world. Join me and let's become impactors together. All right. With that, I just want to show you the link to see how you can join me, as well as so I'm going to come back on live now and switch back over to this other view. Thank you guys for allowing me to sit there and talk to you as well. There's my microphone. You can see it real clear right there, can't you? But I did want to bring up the, see if I can get out of this, escape out of that, and bring up the PowerPoint that actually showed the link. So again, it closes tonight at midnight. I'd love some other people to join us for this class that starts tomorrow. Again, it's now.impactculturenow.com. We already went through the foundational group this summer. This is the next class. Probably do another one it's only going to be 3 times a year. Probably
probably March timeframe is when we'll do next time. So you do it now because we have just think about being prepared for the new year, right? But again, now.impactculturenow.com. As far as the Blessed Teach show, that'll probably be tomorrow night, and Wednesday I'm going to be on a different channel most likely. There's a new channel starting out with a bunch of other truthers. I'll give more details on that later. But hey, I'd love to see you guys and work with you guys in the live training sessions that come up every week. These are recorded sessions that have a great little 10 to 15 minute exercises you can do, including all the assessments, right? So you can really enjoy it for those of you who want to join the next set of Impactors starting this 19th, tomorrow, right? All right, it'll be a blast. And so if you have any other questions, hit me on there, or and I can answer them live here. But this is designed for busy people, right? It's designed for people. One of the questions I get is, "Gosh, I'm so busy. Can I really do this?" Well, it's about 90 minutes of material, some exercises to make it a couple hours worth of work, right? And then obviously you can join me live for the little hour I have of coaching, but that is recorded. So if you miss that, you can actually see it. So the time commitment, almost everybody, and even busy people, can squeeze it in. And especially you'll want that class to really understand personality types, how to adjust it to your friends and family, your children. I think that'll be awesome. What's another question that I get a lot of times? It's about, hey, is this really for me? Like I said, it really is for people who are just brand new to this movement, people who've been in this movement for years, and people who've been in it almost their entire lives, right? That we have all those mixes in the cultural impact system right now, and it's really cool to have that mix of people in this community, the Impactor community. And then, I think some other questions come around, I want to be working my personal life. How can I make that happen? As far as how can I actually get in my passion area, right? And how can I not feel so lonely? How can I not feel so disrespected? How can I break through the spiritual fog? All those are the type of things that we're going to address in the next 5 weeks together as a team in this class. So, hey, Lynn, appreciate you. Yeah, go ahead and rewatch it. It's primarily around the cultural impact system, knowing that the cart closes today and that we will start the class tomorrow. And I will be live with another mix of stuff. I talked to Gene, by the way, Gene Cosensi today. He was actually injured in the operation he was in. So thank goodness the Lord is healing him right now. So please pray for Gene Cosensi on the mission that he just finished up, and hopefully he'll get back healthy as well as refreshed. And we'll be backstage talking about the second part of Antarctica on backstage probably in end of the week, or maybe this weekend. All right, but hey, go visit now.impactculturenow.com. Check it out. Tammy's I got the recording of Tammy there in that as well. Got a quote from Susan, who's another foundational member, and just some information about what I think the real value of this is versus the investment. So invest in yourself and join me. Looking forward to starting with you guys tomorrow, and looking forward to continuing this journey in exposing the deep state, the journey of the Great Awakening, a journey of really what I believe is the hand of God coming in on these end times to start the harvest. It's not in the harvest of the corn. We're going to wipe out the C_A and their minions. We're going to be doing some amazing things from a spiritual movement that's going to be crossing this. This is why I've started the Cultural Impact System. One of the biggest things is that I think we can make so much impact. It's like Mark Taylor talks about, right? Is taking ground back and holding it. That's what the Cultural Impact System is there to dig into it. Mark, good to see you. But hey, love you guys. Why Antarctica needs to be backstage? Well, because it gets into extremely deep stuff, Caffeine Addict. so I've actually put and I'll show you guys on this main channel. There's 10 levels of information that are just unbelievable stuff that nobody would believe, and they would all think we were crazy if I was teaching it. So I'm going to take it one level at a time with massive documentation, so we can think for ourselves and make sure we're taking this as an evidential approach, right? And so obviously I talk about Q1, just like level 1 is like, hey, the deep state's real, and something's not right. That's kind of this first level of red pilling I'm saying. The second is kind of like everything Q's been sharing with us about not only there's deep state real, it's a satanic cabal of people that hurt children, that traffic children, that traffic drugs, and some really ugly stuff they're doing to all parts of our society, including chemtrails, trying to get it sick, all that type of stuff. That's kind of this level 2 thing. And this goes 10 levels deep, if you really want to think. You would look at this. Level 3 is starting to get into some of what Q's taking us into right now. Is the Project Looking Glass. Are there different timelines? What are these advanced technologies that deep state's been hiding from us for years? And Gene will go 7, 8, 9 levels deep immediately. I love the guy, but we really need to not be called crazy conspiracy theorists where everybody just dismisses us. I need to put that backstage as we start going to those deeper levels. There's some really wild stuff going on in Antarctica that's well beyond level 2. And so that's why it's backstage on that. So, but we'll still be bringing Gene on for some stuff that's at levels, some level 3s, 2 and 1s. We'll continue to have him on this main channel. But again, it's pretty inexpensive though to be backstage. It's on sale for 30% off. You get 30 days for free. Come and check it out. See if you think it's worth it. I'll be improving the navigation on it this week though. But just want to say I love you guys and appreciate you so much. And we'll catch you on the Blessed Teach Show here shortly. All right. With that, I'm just going to end in a quick prayer. Heavenly Father, just thank you so much for the wonderful people that are listening to my voice right now, whether it's recording or it's live, Lord. And I just pray that you just bless every part of their life and every part of their family's life. And most of all, show them how you're going to use them, Lord. And I'm not sure if it's part of the cultural impact system or if it's part of just being part of this Great Awakening movement, but it's an amazing time. We have a window of opportunity here that's going to be amazing, Lord. I pray you just impart on them how you want to use them, especially these Christians that love their country, that are red-pilled. I believe this is the remnant, the army of God, Lord. Use us. We love you, and we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Thank you, guys. All right. So go to now.impactculturenow.com. Check it out. Hopefully we'll have some more of you join me in tomorrow as we dig in and get those 3 bonuses going. And I look forward to that. If not, I'll see you backstage or on the Blessed Teach Show. You take care. Talk to you next time.